Hey everyone! So, we're going to go over one of the coolest techniques that the guitar has to offer, and that is called slurs, or hammer-ons and pull-offs. And what it is just being able to basically pluck the note once with your right hand, whether it be your pick or your right hand finger, but you get a couple notes out of your left hand. So it really speeds up things when necessary. It also makes for a really nice smooth kind of sound. So I can pluck once. That always has a little bit of a percussive edge to it, but then if I get the next note without it, I get this kind of smoother sound. So you can do some cool stuff. So there's two techniques for slurs. There's ascending slurs, or aka hammer-ons, and descending slurs. The sound goes down, and those are called pull-offs often. So we're going to learn both those techniques right now, and then a little warm-up that goes with them. So the first thing to do is probably the hammer-on. And I think the easiest place to do this is on the 6th string, because the string's a little fatter, and you have to aim where you're going to smack down this left-hand finger. So easy place to start is 6th string. I'm in 5th position, and I'm just going to play my index finger, my left hand finger 1, and hit down finger 2 onto the next fret up. So from 5th fret to 6th fret, I'm plucking with my right hand. Now I'm not plucking with my right hand. I'm getting a sound, right? So that's referred to as a hammer-on often, or an ascending slur. So I play, hit the finger down, and the more accurate I am about where I land, the better it will sound. So we're going to do a little warm-up that has to do with doing these ascending slurs between every combination of left-hand finger. So first one we're going to do is we're going to do each 4 times. So 4 times each finger pair. And we're going to start with fingers 1 and 2. So we're going to try and be very, very even with the rhythm. Right? So one of the things that you want to be able to do is interchange doing, say, a scale with regular plucking. A little bit of a pentatonic scale there, right? So what we want to be able to do is, in the exact same rhythm, do it with slurs. Right? So I want to be able to do that stuff either way, right? So what I want to be able to do is really control the rhythm of these. So we're going to do very, very steady, and we're going to do hammer-ons fingers 1 to 2. So I'm going to play, pluck, finger 1, hit down, finger 2. I'm going to do it 4 times. So here we go, ready? And 1, hit 2. And now I'm going to do a new pair of fingers. Now I'm going to go 2 and 3. So I'm going to play finger 2, hit down finger 3. This is much harder than the first 2. I did an extra, I'll do a couple more, just because this one's tough. But typically 4 times each. Then finger 3 to finger 4. 4 times. Ready? And 3, hit 4. 3, hit 4. Cool. Now I'm going to go finger 2 and finger 4. Ready? And play 2, hit 4. And then 1 and 4. And then 1 and 3. Cool, so that's one warm-up for hammer-ons, or ascending slurs. So I'm going to do that one more time without any talking and all the way steady through the whole exercise on the next string over, the 5th string. So you should do this all over the place on the guitar, 1st string, 2nd string, different positions, but I'm sticking with 5th position, and this is 5th string. So ready? Here I go, 1 to 2. and now we're going to go the other direction. So, problem happens, and that is if I play the same idea going the other way, nothing happens, right? Because this finger's sound is not getting out of the way. If I hit down the finger behind it, it doesn't matter. All I get is a funny squeak, right? Right? Doesn't really work. So, in order to go the other direction, pluck once and get two sounds, what we have to do is actually pluck with our left hand too. So I'm going to go to the first string because it's a little bit easier to do pull-offs there. So these are called descending slurs or pull-offs. And I'm going to do the same thing. So the trick for going downward in sound is to have both fingers down, whichever two are going to be involved. And I'm going to have fingers 1 and 2. They're both down and they're both pressing. I'm going to pluck the string. And then I'm going to pluck off the higher number, right? So 6 to go to 5 in this case. Pluck down towards the floor, almost like a rest stroke with your finger. If you're an electric guitar player, often you can get away with just letting go. But on an acoustic guitar, you won't get much sound out of that. You really have to pluck with that left hand finger. So I'm going to play 2 and pluck off so that I hear what's left over, which is finger 1. So that's a pull off from finger 2 to finger 1. And I'm going to do 4 of those. Ready? So both fingers down, pluck, and then pluck with the left hand. Pluck with the right hand, left hand pulls off. Again, down towards the floor with the fingertip. Good, and then I'm going to try fingers 3 and 2 next. So I've got both fingers prepped, I pluck, and then I pull off the higher finger, which is now my third finger. Cool, and then 4 and 3. Ready? So both fingers are prepped. I'm going to pluck with my right hand, pull off my pinky. So 4 turns into the 3 sound-wise. And then I'm going to go 4 and 2. Again, plucking towards the floor. And notice that my hand, some of my students will do this kind of thing with their wrist. Don't make your wrist do the work, right? We don't want our hand out of position. So what we do is we make sure the finger does the work. And then 4 to 1. And then easy 1 at the end, 3 to 1. Cool, so I'm going to do this whole exercise now on the second string without any talking and straight through. And then what you're going to notice is if you do it on the second string, your finger will actually go, if you're going down, your finger will hit the first string like a real rest stroke with your right hand. And you can kind of use that string to kind of springboard you away afterwards. So it goes down into the string and then kind of pops back up into the air to relax. So here I go, 2 to 1, ready, 4 times, nice and steady. I'm going to go through the whole pattern. And 2 to 1. 3 to 2. 4 and 3. 4 and 2. 3 and 1. So one of the best exercises you can do for your left hand. You should feel a little bit of like your forearm warming up when you first start these, but eventually they get almost effortless, and it really will unlock some cool new tricks that you can do in both pop music, jazz, everything that you can do. All the guitar things. Everybody uses slurs. It's a really cool technique. Okay, have fun.